Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like... You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats, when it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher! Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring the alarm. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip-hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh! Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General, on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.
Damn. I guess I'm hyped, y'all. I'm knocking over equipment.
You should have saw Storm lip face on that one. He was like,
Sorry, I know the bar mics. But we here, y'all.
But you don't like to.
We here, y'all. We here. We back once again. It's your Live in the Cipher crew. We in the building, y'all. We in the building.
what's going on?
All right, we're going to introduce ourselves real quick. I'm going to start with my brother to the immediate right.
Mr. Keep Real in the Mask. Let's do it, baby.
Yes. My brother to the immediate left.
Short Fuse, a.k.a. the Ghost.
All right. My brother on the ones and twos.
What's good, people? I feel good to be back. My first live broadcast since my surgery.
Yes.
I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be healthy.
Yes.
I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be with my brothers.
Turn your free.
My family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good, man. It's going to be an interesting show tonight. We're going to talk about a lot tonight. We're going to talk about the cancel culture in hip-hop. Is there a cancel culture in hip-hop? We're going to talk about it tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. Shout out to everybody on checking. Now, look, we got the Zoom link. If you want to be a part of our live broadcast and participate in the conversation and be shown on the air too, join the Zoom. Join our Zoom. The link is right in the post if you're on FB. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube. We have a Zoom link.
Yeah.
All right, but it's in the FB post. You could just click on it and join us. We want you to be a part of this and be like our studio audience today. You know what I'm saying? So the Zoom link is in the post. Make sure y'all join that. Also, y'all can call in 646-233-1302. I'm back, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, see, that's long. I ain't even introduced myself. I guess I'm here. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Smooth P.
There you go.
What's up, y'all?
There you go. Clap it up for Smooth P.
He said the rest.
Shout out to Smooth P.
It's definitely good to be back in the building. And Few, just so you know, I'm gonna let you, since you got the other mouse, I'll let you handle the Zoom since the camera's right there. You got that. All right, y'all. So, fellas, how have we been making out this COVID situation? Things are opening up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We all staying safe. And before we go, I just gotta ask one question: are you guys taking this vaccine?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, I'm taking it.
All right. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Okay.
Real quick, before we get into the show, I just want to say congratulations to Smooth P on starting his business.
Yes.
Nectar
Nectar of Life. Cafe coming soon, y'all. Coming soon. I'm scouting out my location right now. But it's a healthy juice bar, drink bar, salads, paninis. It's going to be a great thing for the community, and I'm excited about getting this thing started. Like I said, just looking for that location. Once I find that prime location, the go button is on because everything else is in place. So I need you guys to support. I need support because I'm trying to support you. Yeah,
That's what's up.
thank you, Stone.
That is what's up.
So what's going on, fellas? What's going on? We want to jump into. No, first of all, we gotta say salute to the notorious one.
B.I.G.
B.I.G.
Salute.
Salute.
Yesterday, 24 years
Yes.
since he was murdered.
Yes. 24 long.
Still-
long
You remember the day? What was he
I
doing that
remember.
day when you
I
heard the
actually,
news?
Yes, I actually do. I was living in Elizabeth at the time with my ex, and she was getting her hair braided in the living room.
Right.
And I was in the bedroom, and I heard on the radio, and I came out to her. I was like, "Yo," they said Biggie just died. Da, da, da. I was in such shock and awe, like I knew him, and I think a lot of us felt the way about Big, just because he was that relatable. He was a great artist or whatever. But I really felt like I lost a brother, somebody personal. Like that's how I really took it. Like I really took it like this is crazy. Like yeah, I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I remember where I was. I remember where I was when he got shot. I remember where I was when Tupac got shot.
Pac, I don't so much remember. Not to take anything away from it, because I was a Pac fan too. But I could honestly say I was a big fan, and I think that impacted me more than Pac. Not like I said, not to take anything away from Pac's murder, because both of them were egregious and ridiculous in the first place. It's crazy, and we're gonna talk about the cancel culture in hip hop, but it's the hip hop culture itself is kind of crazy how people are, or the fans I should say are, because it's not necessarily a lot of time the artists, like the fans' perception of what they feel the artists feel a lot of times spills over into violence, death, murder, things that the actual artists have nothing to do with. Like this whole East Coast, West Coast thing that was going on back then, like it got to be such a huge thing. Like it was its own entity at one point. And I think it was a lot bigger than what the actual situation was. When have you ever seen two whole coasts beefing?
Yeah, that was media.
Not hoods, but whole coast.
Yeah,
beefing.
Definitely media driven.
Yes.
Definitely, it's been, that story's been saturated for years and years and years. So it ain't nothing new to nobody. This whole East Coast, West Coast thing. I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad that the East is meshing with the West, and the West is meshing with the East, and all of that. Because hip hop is so much bigger than media beefs that spill over into the streets.
Absolutely.
It's so much bigger than that. Again, shout out to everybody on checking, man. Again, if y'all want to call in and comment, but we're going to talk about the cancel culture. So I want more ladies to get involved with this, because even though we're relating it to hip hop, it's not necessarily hip hop. It's a general thing. But there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on with Cardi B. She got a True Hollywood story about to come out.
Wow.
And let's just go right into that. And but first, let's congratulate her for becoming the first woman rapper to have a diamond song.
Yeah, let's bring her in on the high note.
On the high note.
Let's go on the high note.
I like building my sisters up. You know what I'm saying? Like I like building my sisters up. So let's shout out to Cardi B. Y'all clap.
It is. Like 10 million albums.
Have a diamond.
Yeah.
First female rapper with a diamond song.
Is that ever?
Yeah.
That was ever. Wow.
10 million albums sold is a lot of rap records.
Yes.
She can eat off that for the rest of her life.
And you know what I love about that the most is that people
Kiss was good.
tried to, what's up, Kiss? People tried to dog her out.
Love you.
Tried to, counter her out. In her career, oh, she's a one-hit wonder. She ain't got no talent. Like people really tried to dog her out when she first came out. I guess because of her situation of, pretty much coming from Love and Hip Hop. You know, that was where she kind of got her claim to fame. You know, got her 15. Well, it's more than 15 minutes, but if they wanted,
that was a good start for her.
It was.
I ain't gonna lie,
That actually helped the catalyst her career.
And I'll keep it funky with you because I used to watch it. She was the entertaining part of the show.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what showed that she can. Now, her rap aspect we never really knew about, but as far as her charisma, she wasn't intimidated by the camera. She gained a fan base from that show.
Yeah.
And then it just added because I don't know how she learned how to rap, whether she did it on her own
well,
or.
she in actuality in the show.
dope.
In the show, she was an artist. Like she was working with is it not enough with what's my man's name? They called the Gwen Self.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she was working with Self or trying to work with Self, or Self was trying to get some, and she was like, "Nah, I'm just trying to work." So she was actually a rapper, I think, in it at some point, but you never heard her music like other people. You heard their music,
Right.
Like she never released anything on Love and Hip Hop. But I just want to say, like I said, she's broken so many barriers and records in her career. You know, so I'm gonna definitely, give her claps for that because, like I said, everybody tried to dog out and say she,
Apples
she's
felt
right,
correct for her. And I'm just going to add this. Sometimes in the industry, you need a little bit of luck. You meet the right person at the right time. The right producer makes the right beat for you, and everything just fell in line. So congratulations to her success.
No doubt.
But now, after she done reached that high, this is what's coming up now. Dun, 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 dun.
We actually got that sound effect.
Yeah, no. Cardi B furious. True Hollywood Story is exposing her alleged prostitute past. So one thing you always got to remember, the people you meet on the way up are the same ones you're going to meet on the way down.
Every high there's a low.
Exactly.
And so they're going to expose her prostitute past, okay? Because everybody already knows she was a stripper.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows. They talked about it. Where she took
money for exactly.
Yeah,
this is not
some
nothing
change
new.
for something strange.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a new subject. Like this subject came up years ago. But this is my thing. Why is it
Everybody gets paid for sex.
in some way?
Yeah. If you really want to break it down, everybody gets paid for sex.
Absolutely.
But here's my thing.
And everybody pays for it in some.
Everybody who's married.
Absolutely.
Don't buy your wife a Christmas gift. Don't buy your wife a birthday gift. Don't give her flowers on Valentine's Day, or anything. You think you're getting some?
Yeah, I mean facts,
Yeah.
facts. But
Or girlfriend. Everybody pays in a certain way for something, and don't knock Cardi B in my opinion because one of y'all greatest movies was Pretty Woman when the prostitute
Facts.
turned into
Exactly.
changed her life around and got rich and all this. So y'all love it in the movie, so don't knock Cardi B for what she did in her past to try to eat and survive.
so here's my thing. Can it hurt her? So what?
No.
If Cardi B did have a prostitute past, right? Let's just say, right? If Cardi B did have a prostitute past and she was a stripper before and all of that, and she did a little something strange for some change, she's a rapper. So that goes my question again. Is there a cancel culture in hip hop? Because a lot of the biggest hip hop stars were once drug dealers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's keep it 100.
Facts.
Yeah.
Or gang members currently.
They were once drug dealers or gang members or whatever. She was a stripper. She may have took some change for something strange. I'm just saying. I'm trying to be nice about it. So shout out to everybody on checking. Shout out to Joel Mercado. Shout out to my man Majid. Majid said they love trying to tear our people down when they begin to make real money. And this is facts, and we got to talk about this today. And that's what our topic is today, the cancel culture in hip-hop, entertainment, all of that, man, because now listen, some things are legitimate for canceling people over, I would think. You a predator, you a child molester, whatever. Cancel. Cancel. But I'm seeing things now that's suspect. And see, here's where I draw the line. Again, I'm rocking out. If you're a true victim, if you're a real victim in a situation, I'm rocking with you. All right? But my thing is, my thing is, you have to be sure before you start convicting somebody and you condemn somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be absolutely sure.
Absolutely.
You know, especially when you're bringing up things 15 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, or whatever.
Well, the thing I just don't understand in 2021, why are we as people, why are people so judgmental still? It doesn't shock you. It doesn't make any difference to me whether or not you're gay. This is 2021. It doesn't matter if you're gay. It doesn't matter if you're a prostitute. It doesn't matter if you're a preacher. It doesn't. Are you surprised at anything in this genre? We're so quick to criticize. If someone's successful, you made them successful. Their past was their past, so you can love them for who they are. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to be funny. If you remember in the strip clubs, I don't really know. I haven't been to strip clubs in a minute. But back when I was younger and I used to go, it was what it was. Lap dancing, all of the dumb shit. Excuse my language. Everything went with it. So my whole thing is, who cares? Is what I want to say.
She got past it.
If you're a music artist or whatever, and your past used to be stripping or drug dealing or whatever the case may be. And see, here's my thing with people. A lot of times, man, society wants you to be stuck in a place, in a previous place all the time, in a past bad place you were in all the time,
or bring you back there if you surpassed it.
Yes,
only certain people.
Yeah. Exactly. When you get to a certain point, listen, the girl is doing her thing right now. I'm proud of Cardi B. She's young. She's still got a lot of growing to do, maturing to do. She's a mother as well. Listen, she's an entertainer. She's supposed to entertain. Comedians are supposed to entertain. Singers are supposed to entertain. Rappers are supposed to entertain. If you were able to get out of a dark point in your life, in a negative point in your life, and now you're doing positive things. All right,
and that would be the spin if I was Cardi B. I would spin it just like that. I would embrace it and say, yes, I used to strip. And yes, I did have to sell myself sometime for money, but I made it out of that. And look where I'm at now. Like, I would use that as an inspiration. Like, I would spin the heck out of it on them. Yes, this. I want to show you young girls that you don't have to live that life. That there is a way out of it. You might think that there's no way out of it, but there is a way. So look at where I'm at now.
Here's my question to you, Chill, and Fuse. So if we find out, now listen, this is real talk, and to the listeners, if y'all found out that Cardi B was actually robbing dudes and taking their money and drugging dudes and taking their money, luring them into a hotel, they thinking they're going to get sex, she put a little something in their drink, they pass out, they wake up, all their drawers is gone, their pants is gone, their money is gone, their jewelry is gone. If we find out that this was true and she's never been prosecuted for it or whatever the case may be, would you feel different about her now?
No, I'm going to say I wouldn't. Because I'm sorry,
okay,
Fuse. I'll let Fuse answer first.
If it came out that that's what she was doing, I would feel different about it. Because you feel different about Bill Cosby?
No, because I don't believe things went down the way that they said it went down.
Hey, Sandy. What's up, Dad?
There's a difference in you coming to me knowing you're going to get drugs and taking drugs, and me actually drugging you, and you saying that. I think it was more so of people coming like look at this whole Cuomo thing that's going on now. Cuomo's being Bill Cosby right now, whether or not he did it. We got a call. Let me take this call. Call up from the 703 station. We're calling from you live in the Cipher. I'm sorry. Call it. Station where you calling from?
Bruce Willis.
What's up?
From Virginia.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's
How
up?
you doing, brother?
What's up?
Bruce
What's
Willis.
Good to hear from you, man.
Good to hear from you guys. I hope everybody's families is good, safe, healthy.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Good,
the
man.
same for you.
Definitely on the mend, bro. I took your advice.
Oh yeah, exactly. You don't want to say that on the air.
Of
but
course
that's
not.
That's the old trade secret.
What's going on with
What's
you,
going
man?
on, fam?
Man, nothing much. I'm just listening to this debate, and all I gotta say is, who gives a shit? I mean, really, who gives a shit? It's amazing. The American culture, our culture, how we all give such a shit about stuff like that.
Exactly.
Excuse me for saying shit 4 times now on your show.
It is what it is. Call a spade a spade.
The interesting thing about it is America has a culture of loving to tear people down, make them somehow confess their sins,
Right.
and then we love them again.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's American culture.
Not everybody.
Yeah, but
They
what
don't
kind,
want
what
everybody
kind
to
of
come
sin?
back and
What-
love
what-
their sins and give them a
right.
second chance. Certain
If-
people, they want to tear down, they want to keep you down.
Well, I get that too, but you know what I'm saying.
Other people, they do. They'll like to see, they like to see them fail and then have a good redemption story.
Because
If it's a certain sect.
the thing that they
sector of the
like
world.
is the fact that they admit, like, so in other words, if I've done something wrong, America likes to see that guy say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I should have never done da 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 da."
Some people.
Why they hiding all their skeletons?
Yeah.
That's why.
And that's what the thing is. Like, if most of America, and I'm gonna say this, you're right, Ghost. There is some that they kind of want to keep down, but that mainly is because that person won't come out and admit stuff. If you get somebody to do all that tear boo-hooing, and I shouldn't have done, America love that person to death. It is just the way
That's
that this
So,
culture
so
is.
let's go back
control.
to the question.
All
Right?
right.
Let's go back to the question, and let's go. Being that we got a caller on the line, let's
Yes.
address the caller. So, Bruce Willis, let me ask you this, bro. You heard what I asked about Cardi B. So if we find out that it was true, that she was robbing dudes, she was luring them to hotels and robbing dudes, and drugging them. They wake up, clothes, money, jewelry gone, whatever like that. Are you going to feel different about it?
So yeah, for me, there's a clear line there, right? That's criminal behavior. That's beyond her trying to survive. That's her being devious. So I think there's a difference. I think the Bill Cosby metaphor is probably or comparison is a good one.
Okay.
But if she's just trying to get by,
The difference is
then
Cosby got caught.
whatever.
Well,
You know?
I hate to say it.
Well, let me answer the question now, and why I say no, I wouldn't look at it differently. The reason I wouldn't look at it differently is because I did used to hang out at strip clubs a lot, right? I knew a lot of strippers.
You got
personally.
robbed.
I've never gotten robbed. Strippers used to give me money. They never took my money.
They left you naked and took all your jewelry.
No, but because of the fact that I know the game and I know what goes on in these strip clubs, and if you were somebody who fell susceptible to that because you thought you was about to get you a piece of something, then you were the sucker.
Right.
You were the mark the whole time. She did what she was doing and what a whole lot of other girls was doing to survive.
It don't make it right.
I didn't say it made it right, but being the fact that I know the game. So it's just
stripping and robbery is two different things, though, bro.
It depends.
Stripping and robbery is two
It
different
depends
things.
on who you're dealing with. That's what I'm saying. The whole strip world is crazy in a whole. You know that. He knows that. He knows that.
I don't know.
Bruce
Right.
know it. Whatever.
Don't
You know.
Don't put me in that world you was in.
Listen. You used to date a stripper like I used to date a
why you
stripper.
put my business out there?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Welcome back to Live with the Cipher, baby.
Snitches get
It
stitches.
ain't snitch. I'm just saying. You can't.
Whoa,
you
whoa,
can't
whoa.
sit there and tell
My
me.
business in the world.
I'm sorry
See,
to
Flag on
the
the
young
play.
lady Ghost is just now talking to. He still is a nice,
Flag,
gentle teddy
flag on the
bear.
play. You did not have to
Listen.
put his business out
Listen.
there. I used to date a stripper too.
Exactly.
Let me say it before.
Pamela, I ain't never
before
date
he
no
put my
stripper.
business out there. Norm used to date a stripper too.
I
Man.
never did. Pamela, I never been to a
Now I
strip
am
club.
happily married.
I don't know what
Damn
the
it,
heck you
man.
guys talking
I'm just saying.
Snitch ass. Go ahead.
Being that as it
I
may,
do drink. I'm about to tell everything. I do drink a little. I did smoke weed one time.
Yeah, let's put it all out there before P have us all locked up.
feel like I'm on the first 48. A little bit of pressure come on.
I got Jamil, DJ Jamil on the live. Jamil, man, what did you do? Put it in there, please.
no, I'm just being
P
real.
will tell your business. Go ahead.
Not at
Go
all.
ahead, go
But
ahead.
being the fact, what I'm saying is being the fact that we dated strippers, we more so know the whole of the game that goes on there because we've dated people in that world. So that being said, knowing the game, you know that that's part of the game that you play. Sometimes, depending on who you with.
But-
and if she has a reputation of doing that, and you be like, nah, she ain't gonna get me, son. I'm gonna go tear that down. And you wind up butt naked with no money, no draws, then that's on you. Like I say, I don't look at her no differently because that was the lifestyle that she was leading then. You know what I'm saying? And so that would be just like me being these people, tearing her down now because she's not robbing people and leaving them butt naked anymore. Like I said, she's doing other things and she's donating money for this and she's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So she's not that same person.
So you saying not to hold her accountable?
I'm not saying not to hold her accountable, but what I'm saying is I can't hold her accountable for that. I'm not the law. Now, if she comes out and say that she did these things and people she did them to tried to press charges, then they most likely, like, if she did it to me, I could try to hold her accountable. She didn't do it to me, so I can't try to hold her accountable.
Let me say this, too. Let's first of all, it's a great question. So now you got to look at the essence of it. It's not the sin that people judge by. It's the reason behind the sin. You got some killer who's a ruthless killer. You got somebody else who might kill to protect their family. The murder is the same. You killed someone, but unfortunately, we look at things with an eye that says, "Well, that man did it because his wife was getting raped. He walked in on it. He killed the guy." Whereas another guy is just out there just to join the gang, just ruthlessly saying, "Oh, here's a young little kid here. I'm gonna shoot him in the head." The sin is the sin. So with Cardi B's situation, this is what I would say. You're right, P. I like what you said. Yeah. She has donated, done so many things, so forth, so on. The question really is how do you look at it? When she was doing what she was she doing it because she was doing it, I got to do this to live? Or was she doing it on some old ruthless stuff? That we can't tell.
I'll take it one further. Let's go to Tookie, the starter of
the Crips.
The Crip
I got
gang,
you.
right?
Okay.
Stanley Tookie Williams.
Tookie, hands down, was a ruthless murderer.
Okay.
At one point in his life, he changed while he was incarcerated. He, changed people in the gang and tried to change the culture. And knowing all of this, tried to get a stay for his life.
Right.
Knowing that he was doing these, and I'm going to tell you that's the main reason why they killed him, because he wasn't this murderous beast anymore that they needed to be in the street to do these things. He was doing the opposite now. So they murdered him. They still executed him after he was like, "Hey, I'm not this guy no more," and everybody knew he wasn't this guy no more. He was a changed man, but he still got executed. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he was still being held accountable for what he did, but like I'm saying, he wasn't that same guy anymore. Should they have killed him at that point? No, because he would have done more good alive than he ever could do dead.
Okay.
Dead, only thing he could do was...
we know how it plays out. The law is the law, but still he was held accountable for it. So we talking about Cardi B was never held accountable.
Yeah.
So if one of these dudes that actually got robbed, this is what I'm saying to you.
Remember they had that guy who came out and it was false. Who said
no? I'm saying somebody that actually did it.
Yeah.
A lot of jokers could come out and say, "Yeah, it was me too, it was me too." But somebody that actually got robbed from her, and that caused X, Y, and Z, caused him to this, caused him to that, whatever the case may be. Couldn't pay his rent, whatever it caused, whatever it caused him, right?
Yeah.
If he came out and said, "Yeah, it was her. She did it on this date." I woke up, my jewelry was gone, my money was gone, my credit cards was gone, my identity was gone, blah, 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 whatever. And they find it out to be true. Should she be held accountable now?
No.
If this was 20 years ago.
I mean, in the legal realm?
Or 15 years ago.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it depends on the
statute of limitations,
exactly.
then yes, the person should be held
If
accountable.
it's in the statute of limitations, then
But
that's the law.
But she changed her life.
But that's the law.
If it's past that time, then you can't be held legally
And she's a
accountable.
diamond rapper now.
But I'm going to say this, too. There's plenty of
I would
examples.
hold, if my sister did that, I'm looking at her different. Because I just think you a thief. I don't respect thieves. So I'm going to look at you
That's
different.
interesting.
And if
I
your
agree.
transaction was, I'm going to pay you for this service, and then you go and you drug him and you take his money and you don't give that service, then I think you're a thief, and I'm going to look at you different. 'Cause that's just wrong.
Well, I could tell you that, and we can move on after that. I could tell you nobody's going to come forward because I'm sure anybody that it happened to, it was a hustler. And I don't think they're going to go to the police. So, yeah, she stole my drug money. She drugged me and stole my drug money. Like, I think she's kind of safe.
I want to add one more thing.
And then we're going to move on. Yeah.
One more thing. Forgiveness is going to be
and we didn't forget
required
about the
from
bruise.
who's the forgiveness. But let me say this.
Yes, we did.
There's a story with Mike Tyson that Mike Tyson allegedly robbed You God's mother
What?
Back in the day,
Wow.
when he was a thug, Mike Tyson was a thug before he became Mike Tyson
Yeah.
with the money and everything. A question was brought to him by Zab Judah. This is a fact that allegedly he robbed God from Wu-Tang's Clan mother of her earrings when he was out robbing and stealing.
Wow.
Mike Tyson didn't admit to it, but what he said was, who's the guy? God? Well, tell God if I did that, come see me now and I'll pay him back for his mother's earrings. That's the Mike Tyson now.
Yeah.
That was exactly said on the interview that Mike Tyson gave. So at the end of the day, if you're not caught, I would say Cardi B's good in my book. If she's caught and came out publicly, she did foul things, Storm, I'm going to hold her accountable then.
No doubt. Now, let's talk about T.I. and Tiny.
Yeah, that's all I'm going.
All right, let's move on to this cancel culture
Yes.
thing. Let's talk about T.I. and Tiny. Listen, man.
Jeez.
I like how T.I. evolved
Yes.
in his life, from the things we heard about and the things he got involved in. And a very eloquent speaker, expeditiously in all this. You know what I'm saying? Changed his life. He became the king of the South and all this with his rapping, escapades and all of this. But then now this thing comes up with people are coming forward saying women saying they were sexually assaulted by them, or they were held against their will by him and Tiny, him and his wife.
Yeah.
And they're saying that she's the ringleader and she's the worst out of the two. That's what the person was saying.
So she a pimp.
So
Allegedly.
here's one thing. 17-year-old high school girl, T.I. and Tiny, drugged me and destroyed my anal cavity. Wow.
17 years old.
17 years old.
Now, I've been hearing a lot about this. I heard T.I. come out and speak against it, whatever the case may be. Here's
a lot of anal cavity.
Here's the thing: what you expose yourself to when you're around that whole stripper world.
Yeah.
They around the magic cities and all of this, whatever. You set if you're a celebrity, you set yourself up when you go into these places.
Yes, absolutely.
And the reason I can say that because I've seen it on another level.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You set yourself up when you go into these places, and you bring those places into your home.
Absolutely.
Once you do that
absolutely,
you expose yourself. So, for them to say, well, no, they're lying, or I don't know what they're talking about, whatever like that. There's a lot of girls coming forward now saying that they had me in the bed. I woke up between another couple. I woke up and I had no clothes on, this and this and that. Tiny was taking Molly and she was doing drugs, and I had one. Or they gave me one. So my thing is right. This was years later. They're coming forward now. Should they be held accountable if it's true? And then my second part is, should a thorough investigation go on before we start saying let's cancel them?
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah,
I
Because
feel
they
like
because they're kidnappers and rapers.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Well, I think it needs to be an investigation
absolutely.
to make sure to see if the allegations are true. And if they're true, then they should be held accountable.
Absolutely.
But I don't think anybody should be canceled over just what one person or somebody says.
Yeah.
You have to prove it, because then anybody can come out and just say anything, and then you cancel them, and it comes out later as false, and then how do you go back from there?
But see, that it don't work like that in the court of public perception.
Absolutely.
Because listen, even with the whole Cuomo thing, right? Cuomo
Once
was
the allegation
Cuomo
is
was
there.
Cuomo was a hero.
Yeah.
Right? We was all rocking. The way he run in New
He should
York.
run for president.
He should run for president. Cuomo's the man.
Yeah.
He gives a report every day. Everybody was locked into, let's hear what Cuomo gonna say.
Yeah.
Don't care what state you was from.
Yeah.
He the governor of New York. People from Cali was listening to Cuomo.
Yeah.
Let's follow how he's handling this so we can see how we gonna handle it. He was a hero.
Still think it's a setup.
He was a hero, right? So we already know him and Cuomo and the Republicans had beef.
Absolutely.
Cuomo and Trump had beef, whatever the case may be. All of a sudden, here come allegations of sexual assault, sexual harassment, and from years later. But things that we may deem as simple, well, that's not rapey or whatever. Things that we may deem, that's not rapey, whatever. But now these women are saying that they seriously scarred them and this and that. And I've seen one instance of it where he was speaking to the woman and he touched her face, whatever. But this was publicly.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of other people around or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was the one instance she was talking about. And then some other lady came forward and said, well, he kissed me, blah, 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 blah. Again, it was publicly. It was at an event or some type of function, whatever the case may be. Now, my thing is, 15 years later, 20 years later, right? So, that explanation is one thing. That's not a rape.
Yeah.
And did you say when he did it, don't do that again? Or I don't like what you just did, and please stop, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case is, I'm just saying the timing now with all this these politics that's going on is kind of suspect.
Absolutely.
It's kind of suspect. And then let's go with T.I. and Tiny, right? Even with T.I. and Tiny, T.I. is involved in a lot of positive things and a lot of initiatives that he's about to get involved with helping black people, and he was being an advocate now and going into that civil rights mode.
Destroying the character.
He was going into that civil rights mode.
Thing.
And my thing, what we have to learn is all you have to do is say something about somebody. And you're convicted in the court of public perception. So even if it wasn't true with Cuomo, all they have to do is say it. And that puts the blemish and the tarnish and the scar on him for the rest of his career.
This is what I wanted to say, to piggyback off what you're saying about the timing and how it sounds real suspect.
Going to read your comments, Sadie.
As big as the Me Too movement was, right, and still is, when the Me Too movement was at its peak, why did these women not come forth? When they were taking down majors, like I said, you got the Bill Cosby, the Weinstein, you had all these people, the R. Kelly, you had all these people at the peak of the Me Too movement, and his name doesn't come out. But like you said, now that he's been beefing, like I said, with the Republicans, Trump, like, known that doesn't like him, whatever, now all this is coming because people, like you said, were rallying for him. Oh, I think he should run for president, in 2024 and da-da-da-da. But that is the way that they get you. When your character is assassinated, it doesn't matter what good you have done. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, look at Jesus. Like, even down to Jesus.
I'm going to say this for me, every allegation I think needs to be investigated thoroughly.
Of course.
But then if it's found out that the person's lying, they need to be held to the whatever standards of the court of law and be prosecuted.
But that's the problem. There is nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it should be a
that's
way
the problem.
that'll stop people from lying.
Yes.
So you got to thoroughly investigate it, because I'm not going to try to downplay anybody how they felt about somebody's actions towards them, because I can't say, oh, that wasn't that bad, because that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know that. They might feel a certain way about it. And if it made them feel a certain way and they felt either threatened, assaulted, uncomfortable, you have to investigate it. And if it's true, hold the person accountable. But if it's false and you found it's a lie, then hold the person who made the lying statement accountable as well.
Sexual harassment is 90% about perception. And you can read it.
Let me read this comment. Sandy said if they're going to investigate them, they need to investigate several other people doing the same thing.
Oh, there's lots of people.
And then Sandy said men can't even flirt anymore.
Facts.
It's forbidden now because it's these simple bees. And I said it.
Tell us how you really feel.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I said
what she's saying is fact.
Now listen.
But also, I think it could be you have some people who cross the line and they mess it up for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do. Let me just say this too. I find this interesting. I want to go back to something Norm said. Let's identify with this also. The saying "there's a price for fame." That's why you get the big bucks, though. When you become a celebrity and you're famous, you're getting paid money to learn how to move. You understand when you are in that position, you can't get caught up in the BS. That's part of the game. Why do you think celebrities rent out a section before they go shopping, or they got assistants to get their clothes for them? It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. So T.I. has been in this game a long time. Tiny has been in the game. If you walk in a scandalous area, you are subjecting yourself to a public opinion of scandalous things. If you're a reverend and you might just be getting a Coke soda at a bar.
Right.
But the first thing someone's going to say is, oh, my God, that's such and such who got millions of viewers talking about Jesus. What are you doing at the bar?
Now,
And it's a cult. It's not a rum and coke. It's a cult.
Now, T.I. admitted that he does. They do get down like
I was just about to say that.
They admitted they do get down like that, bringing in the third party.
Yeah, exactly.
He said that.
If you live that life, exactly.
He said he was like, what we do in our bedroom, whatever, like that. You know what I'm saying? That's on us. You know, they may bring a third party. They may like to swap, whatever the case may be. But these chicks is saying that some of these chicks is saying
he dropped the
they put the pill. They gave me the pill. They held me against my will. When I woke up, my anal cavity was hurting and this and that, whatever the case may be. Now, if these things are true, then something needs to be done.
Well, my question
Can't
is
they
this.
get a DNA test with that?
My question is this. What was the 17-year-old, if she was 17, what was your 17-year-old behind doing at that house in their bed in the first place? So that's number one.
And that's legal in the state of Georgia, but go ahead.
But still, well, she's 17. So,
we're not going to ask that question.
No,
it's like saying, hey, why do you have a skirt on? You got raped. Like, no,
I'm not saying.
We don't know how she got there. We don't know the whole thing. Whether she went there on her own will. Don't say this. They should have done that to her.
I'm not saying that.
Went there on some other business.
No. I'm not saying that anything should have been done to her. And what I'm getting to is the whole situation like with the Mike Tyson rape with the young lady. So you're coming to Mike Tyson's hotel room at 3:00 in the morning, and you thinking you're coming there to watch TV. No, you know what you were coming there for. Now, did he rape her? I don't know. Did they have sex? I don't know. But if you're going to his room at 3:00 in the morning, you know you're not going there to play patty cake. The same thing. If you're at T.I. and Tiny's house and you're not their family, you're not their friend, they met you at some random place and you know how to get down, what are you there for? So did these things happen willingly and you thought you were going to get something out of it? You didn't get what you thought out of it, so now it turns. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not attacking her or anyone else coming forward. I'm just saying that we have to look at the bigger picture of things and how things actually look. Don't just go off of what somebody is saying, because one, like he said, well, it's illegal, whatever. So 17 is legal, but you're at their house in their bedroom. What are you expecting to happen? No. Same thing. You're not going there to watch Blue's Clues.
We're not expecting to get drugged.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be foul. To get drugged.
So you're saying what to expect to happen? Like this is
what I'm saying is if you are going somewhere to do something, know what you're getting yourself into. Is what I'm saying. Don't put yourself in a position for something like that to ever happen. Okay, if you're doing that because they're celebrity, if you went to their house because they thought you were cute and it's Tiny and T.I., they think I'm cute and they might, then you need to rethink your life.
See, here's the thing.
We're not going to victim shame.
I'm not victim. I just said I'm not attacking it. I'm just saying in general.
Well,
think it out.
No. Here's my thing. A lot of times I've seen grown women not think it out. You know, like you're saying, right? 40 years old.
Yeah.
In a spot where they know they could possibly be compromised, but they still go anyway, right? Because of who the person is. I've seen that, but it still doesn't give the person the right to take advantage.
Does not
take advantage of the situation.
I agree.
And I'm saying that because when I was a young man and I was rolling hard with celebrities or whatever, when it's 2 a.m. and we see them bring 5 girls up in there,
you know what's happening
and whatever. I know I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna meet me this chick. I'm gonna get to know this chick, and the other one's like, I'm gonna get to know this chick, or whatever like that. But when you see situations go awry,
exactly,
you hear a girl saying no or stop that, or whatever like that. Immediately, you're supposed to shut that off.
Absolutely,
you're supposed to shut that down, or your advances is being rejected.
Shut it down.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to shut that down. And you're supposed to fall back.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're persistent in all of that, then you set yourself up to be taken down. Mm-hmm. You set yourself up to be in the news the next day. You set your own self up. You got to, as men, especially as black men, because they come after us the hardest. Mm-hmm. We have to exude some type of restraint. You know what I'm saying? And we have to exude some type of restraint, and we have to know when to fall back, whatever in situations, and we have to know how to peep out situations ourselves to be like, you know what? This could put me in a bad predicament.
Absolutely.
Let me fall back. Let me resist this temptation here, regardless of the groupie culture as well.
Yes.
Now let's talk about that, the groupie culture, because
Absolutely.
there is a culture.
Oh, absolutely.
There is a groupie culture out there, and that needs to be addressed too in situations. You know, because I've seen it where again, where a groupie in a situation knew who this person was.
Absolutely. They always do.
This person fell asleep, put themselves in a position where he woke up a certain way and she woke up a certain way and was crying wolf. I seen that side of it too.
Yeah.
And when you
Basically,
see that,
you're saying she raped him while he was asleep, which is possible.
she took advantage of the situation and she lied, and they found out later that she lied and whatever. And she actually came forward and said she lied, but there was no type of prosecution for her. There was no,
And that's the
I think
problem.
Bill said that. That needs to
nothing
be
legal
done.
happened against her.
Nope.
But meanwhile, that perception of this person I was
ruin their
talking
life.
about, it messed them up for a minute, and it possibly could have ruined their marriage.
Absolutely.
And in other situations, other endorsements that they were looking to get. So I've seen that firsthand, in firsthand.
I'll say the marriage part though, that's on them. If you're in there with some chick and you probably shouldn't have.
But if you're a celebrity,
he was asleep. She came in the room.
Okay. I thought
When
you
he
were
was
saying
asleep.
Okay.
He woke up, and she right there in the bed.
Okay.
Nothing on.
I got you.
Come running out the room.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and this happened years ago, but I've seen that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
it's
why do you
like-
think I've declined on many occasions us out the VIP? Because I'm like, yo, I don't need to get caught up in none of this crazy. Because listen, y'all might think y'all know what's going on in some of these VIPs, but y'all
It's
have
wild.
no clue what's going on in some of these VIPs, and
Look-
I don't want to be a part of it.
I want.
and go ahead,
No,
Joe.
basically, because I want to go backwards just a little bit.
Mm.
Because I thought about something while I'm sitting here in the points that you're bringing up. So you look at Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
She made the error, allegedly, on the come up.
Yeah.
Then you look at
T.I.
T.I. and Tiny. They already established. Whose reputation do you think takes the most damage? Because I know me personally,
T.I.
I ain't going to lie.
T.I.
T.I. Tiny.
Yeah, I look at people that already made it. I hate to say it. It's judgment on my part, but I judge them more harsh because I'm sitting there going, yo, you got it like that. You're not as desperate. So why is that?
I don't
Most
judge them
people-
more
Most
harshly.
people who already made it,
Yeah.
and they get caught doing it, they've just been doing
Doing
it
it,
from the
yeah.
from the come up to
Exactly.
this point, and it just never came out.
Yeah. I don't judge them more
They
harshly.
haven't changed.
I just look at it as you have a lot more to lose. So you have to. My
I didn't
thing
think about
is
that. That's
about
true,
being smart. Like I'll take it to myself. A situation I had a few months ago at my job with an employee who wanted to mouth off, wanted to talk real slick. Y'all know me. I could flip out real quick. I was like, whatever, man. Blah 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 blah. Got the point. Get out. I could have easily smashed him out. I could have demolished this person and threw him on the grill and made him a filet mignon. But I would have had I had a lot to lose by doing that, right? So the smarter part of me said, because my ego, I didn't. It had nothing to do with that. What you say to me means nothing. So the smarter part of me said, P, are you going to risk losing everything over this joker who has nothing? Or are you going to just say, oh, F it, and smash him out and literally lose everything? Your job, probably your freedom, because if I'd have did something, I was really going to hurt him. So that's the thing. When you have lots to lose, or even if you got a little to lose, you got to think about that before you make these moves. You got to make the right decision to not screw yourself up for the rest of your life.
But P,
and I think just listen what I'm saying, because it's all I always say about these new generation rappers and these NBA stars and football players, all these people. Once you've made it to this point, this pinnacle point that you've wanted to be all your life, why would you still be doing dumb shit that could take it all away at the snap of a finger. Like, that makes no sense.
Power is intoxicating.
Right. Yes.
And especially with stars, if they had a duration, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it to them and be honest. I look at somebody like R. Kelly. He was getting away with it forever and then it becomes a point where you think you Teflon. It happens in all forms of having money, especially when you're up at the top. And like Go said, whether it's a learned trait once you made it up there, you might not have never been involved in a certain act, but now you up there and all the rest of the people that made it are telling you, this is what we do. We don't do what the commoners do.
Right.
And you might feel pressure just to do it. Next thing you know, you like it. Nobody knows about this. I can keep meeting with this group. And it's sad to say, but the reason I brought that question up is for the common person, because I'm talking about the fan that makes these persons. That's really what we're talking about here, what they have to risk. But the fan making the judgment, what perspective, are you more judgmental on the guy that has made it? So when you hear the story first come out about R. Kelly, are you more critical of him, or are you critical of the new dude who just got the first album out and you heard that he done some things before he became famous? Who's more critical? Because of his fame, I would think R. Kelly. And he also would be more susceptible to forgiveness. But then again, it depends on what the crime is.
Let's keep it 100, man. As we learn more things about other celebrities and other stars like Woody Allen, right? Like Woody Allen
married his daughter.
Stepdaughter. Listen, but not even that. Not even that. His younger daughter, there were allegations that he was molesting her. And she came forward and said some things, whatever. And they did what? They swept it under the rug because of his power that he had in Hollywood, and the money that he was making these companies, in the game. Now here's my thing, right? What all labels need to do. Once they mess up the money,
that's what it is.
Because think about it. R. Kelly's label, which was Jive at the time, and I don't know who it was Jive Records. Jive. Now Jive can't even benefit off of R. Kelly right now. So even though, now cancel R. Kelly, we're not listening to his music no more. So they can't go and relicense his music. They can't go and do this now with his music because he messed up. They can't go and sell R. Kelly merch. Who's gonna buy R. Kelly merch?
And you know it's crazy.
You feel me?
Don't hear R. Kelly song anymore.
But see, the problem is it's their fault because right in the beginning, when you sign a contract with my label, you're gonna sign a morals clause. So that cuts out all the niggerdom. That goes along with being a celebrity, and now I got all these millions of bucks in my hands and whatever like that, and I'm just going to splurge, I'm going to act the fool, whatever, I'm going to buy me a chick here, I'm going to do this. That cuts out all the niggerdom, because then you spell it out in that morals clause. Listen, we're giving you this $5 million. If you violate this morals clause, you owe us X, Y, and Z.
I like that.
And then everything reverts back to us because that makes you think. So if you're signing contracts and you don't have no accountability, then you're going to do what you want to do. You're going to wild out. You got to give these young artists and half of these young kids that's messing up and making these mistakes or whatever like that because they have no accountability because all the companies care about is the dough. Absolutely. All they care about is the money.
Whose responsibility is that? Would it be... Okay, P. Management or the label?
Both.
Both. But see, the problem with that, what you're saying, Norma, is that the label likes to see that. They know with the negative connotations comes free publicity.
Yes.
Which becomes more sales.
Now listen.
So they don't really care about that. They want them to be reckless.
Not to cut you off.
Make more money.
Now, here's the question I posed both of you. You did include the label. But in 2021, most people aren't going to label. They're their own label.
Right.
They're marketing. So now management is still
need
there.
Distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
You still need distribution. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because that's look at all these companies cutting the deals and look how big Megan Thee Stallion is blowing up.
True.
Right. That small label that was rocking out with her, whatever, got that right song.
Yeah.
Got that big distribution behind them, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you need to address this in the beginning, bro. And let's stop making excuses that it's because, if they messing up and they wilding out, that's publicity. Stevie Wonder, where's the scandal on Stevie Wonder? Yeah. Where's the scandal on Alicia Keys? Where's the scandal on Kendrick Lamar?
That's a good one.
Where's the scandal, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the scandal?
You don't hear nothing about J. Cole?
And that's... And that's why, these cats got to start separating the fact that I still want to be in the street, I still want to be a gangster, versus I want to be an artist and be in the studio and make music. What do you want to do? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Can't serve two masters.
Great point. Clap
that one up.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. If you just joined us, you're live in the Cipher, WGS1.com. We here, y'all. We are back, and we are chopping it up. You know what, Storm?
Shout out to Ito Lake.
You got a little Biggie thing you wanted to do over there. You got some music?
I could play some Biggie. And shout out, and rest in peace to B.I.G.
Yeah,
check out that. What's it called? I Got a Story to Tell.
Yeah,
on
Netflix.
Watch that. I haven't seen that one yet. I seen the preview for it, but I just haven't checked that one out. I don't know. I guess I was kind of a little like, do I want to watch this one too? Like, so after I watched a documentary about the one with him and Pac, you know, it's really sad because like after all this time, still, you know, nobody was arrested. A lot of leads. And I think the biggest part is because there are some ties with police involved, and they don't want it to come out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, many leads as we got, do we really want to say that there were police involved in any of this? No. So, you know, the cover-up continues. So I don't think we'll ever actually know who. I mean, the streets know. The streets always know, but we as the regular people will never know who actually killed, you know, Pac and Big.
So let me ask you this. And this question goes out to the listeners and everybody listening. Whatever you could call in to if you want to, 646-233-1302. Use the Zoom, man. Pop in it. We want to show y'all too, the people and everything. Y'all see that Zoom link? Click on that Zoom link. Join the Zoom. Show your face and everything. But let me ask y'all this question: if Biggie was still alive today, in 2021, where do you think he would be at? What do y'all think he would be doing? In 2021, if he was still alive today, do you think he would be like bigger than life? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as economically, status, all of that, or do you think, you know, like he would have been surpassed by other artists and then he'd been fading back like a LL or a Jay-Z or whatever like that?
I think the fact that him and Jay were close, that Jay probably would have pulled him in or tried to pull him in on a lot of stuff that he was doing. And if so, I think he would have been well off, you know. Hopefully he would have had some type of business mind and not just follow behind Puff, you know, which I think he kind of was.
Puff don't got a business mind?
I'm not saying he don't have a business mind, but I won't say it. But to venture off into his, you know, own whatever. You know, I'm sure he would still have been lucrative. I'm sure he still would have been talented.
Yeah.
Will he still have been making music right now? I don't know. Like I said, it might have got to the point where, like how Jay is. You know, Jay's like,
he would make it if he wanted to do something.
Yeah.
If he wanted to make it, it wouldn't have been like a necessity.
Exactly, it wouldn't have been a necessity. But you know, and I think he probably would have been disgusted with. He wouldn't make music because he'd probably be disgusted where rap is right now.
I'm gonna go with this. Jay is definitely different because Jay is a mogul. Like, he's got businesses that ain't got nothing to do with music. He's all over. I think Big would have still been making music, but he would have been more like a Rick Ross or a Baby, still signing artists. He probably would have had his own label, like subsidiary, and Puff would have been somewhere like the Eminem, Dre, 50 type thing. And I think he would have been active. It's hard to tell whether, because you're good in music, Jay, again, you got to give Jay credit. He branched from music to so many different, and Puff too. There's no way of me saying that Big was going to do that. I don't know. But I do know musically he would have been in there with that. And I think he would have been like a Rick Ross.
No doubt.
Type thing.
Rest in peace, B.I.G.
Yes. Absolutely.
What was our favorite Biggie song? Let us know. You know where you at, live in the Cipher, BKS1 Radio. Let us know what your favorite Biggie song is.
Who strong? Who got it going on? You're dead wrong.
Yeah. With my boy, baby. Yeah. With my yeah.
Strong, who got it going on? You're dead
the smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Biggie Smalls for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jab her if she act. Running with the money, oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper. The pizza, I'm out like the in the crib dreaming about Learjets and coops, the way Salt shoots and how to sell records like Snoop. I'm interrupted by a doorbell, 3:52. Who the hell is this? I gets up quick, cocks my shit, stop the dogs from barking, then proceed to walking. It's a face that I seen before. My nigga sing, he used to sling on the 16th floor. Check it, I look deeper, I see blood up on his sneakers, and his fist grip the code for fit. So I dip, nigga, is you creeping or speaking? He tells me C-Rock just got hit up at the beacon. I opens up the door, pitiful. Is he in critical retaliation with this one?
I like this.
Yeah. Now, to all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches.
Rest in peace, P.I.G.
Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music lasting. But I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GM3. I got the chronic by the trench. Who the hell is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. It's my man Pop from the barber shop. Told me he was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot. Some people wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love, please chill, drop the caper. Remember all your peoples from the hill.
Salute to the notorious B.I.G. Live in the Cipher, baby.
Yeah, little fame up in Prospect.
Classic hip-hop artist.
Now I love wouldn't disrespect. I didn't say them. They schooled me to some chumps that you knew from back when you was clocking minor figures. Now they heard you blowing up like nitro. When they wanna stick the knife through your windpipe slow. So thank fame for warning me, cause now I'm warning you. I got the Mac, Biggie, tell me what you gonna do. Damn, I didn't wanna stick me for my paper. Damn, I didn't wanna stick me for my paper. Damn, I didn't wanna stick me for my paper. Damn, I didn't wanna stick me for my paper. I remember selling 3 bricks of straight flour. Got my man a beat down to the 3rd power. He didn't care, spent the money in a half hour. Got some fish scale, rained on competition like a shower. Got the coke cooked up, I cracked Ed Kevin in 88 when Kane ruled with half stepping. At 38, a lot of mouth was our only weapon. We was kings till the D's crept in, and now I'm listening. We get to play the movies. You rock flat tops, I girls rock. Made a killing, even though on the corner, I ain't forget you. Triple beam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules to the shit. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track. Not your wig pushed back. Rule number uno. Never let no one know how much dough you hold. Cause you know that try to breed jealousy, especially if that man f***ed up. Get your f***ed up. Number 2. Never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence? Take it from your highness. I done squeeze mad clips at these cats for they bricks and chips. Number 3, never trust nobody. Your mama said that it's up properly gassed up, hoodie the masked up. For that fast buck, she be laying in the bushes to light that up. Number 4, relax, steam of unsip of vex. Think about the sexy singers that I wanna sex. I probably go to jail for Patti LaBelle. Ooh, Regina Bell, she probably do me swell. Jet back, relax, steam of unsip of vex. 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 Think about the sexy singers that I wanna sex. I probably go to jail for Patti LaBelle. Ooh, Regina Bell, she probably do me swell. Jasmine Guy was fly, Mariah Carey's kinda scary. Wait a minute, what about my honey Mary? Them jeans, they fitting like a glove. I had a crush on you since real love, huh? Hold your horses, I'ma show you who the boss of intercourse is. Sex, I'm taking no losses. Even groups like SWV and TLC can't see B.I.G. with Talesi, with Talesi, with Talesi, with Talesi. Mouthpiece, obese like Delarice. When I release, you lose teeth like little C's. Nigga, please, blood flood your dungarees. And that's just the half on my war path. Laugh now, cry later. I rhyme greater than the average player hater. And spectators buy my CD twice. They see me in the streets, they be like, yo, he nice. But that's on the low though. Be them cats with no dough, try to play me at my show. I pull out 4 foes and go up in their clothes. Short change niggas, snort cane niggas. Extortion came quicker, bought the ring. Biggie. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you, and you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons. Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon, Don Dada. Fuck Papa, you got to call me Francis M.H. White intake like toast, toe iron. Was told in shootout, stay low and keep firing. Keep extra clips for extra shit. Who's next to flip on that cat with that grip on rap? Grip the most shady. Frankie baby, ain't no telling where I may be. May see me in D.C. at Howard Homecoming home. My man Capone, something. You should know my stilo. Went from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show to all G's with O's I never seen before. So, Jesus, get off the notorious. Mean us before I squeeze and bust. If the beef between us, we can settle it with the chrome and metal shit. I make it hot like a kettle get. You're delicate, you better get who sent you. You still pedal shit. I got more rides than Great Adventure. Biggie,
how are you gonna do it?
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door,
as we proceed to give you what you need. Not 5 more records. Get live, motherfucker. Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance.
check it out.
Biggie, give me one more chance. 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 Biggie, give me one more chance.
First things first, I pop off. Freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get nothing but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knock in your Mitsubishi. Girls creepy when they see me. Navajos creep me and they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppin. Stop it, if you think you're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you run out in game, I talk about how I do it.
Live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one. Representing BK to the fullest. X, I pull it. Bastards ducking when Big B bucking. Chicken heads be clucking in my back. It ain't nothing. They know Big B handling with the Mac in the act door paneling. Bandaging MCs. Oxygen, they can't breathe. Mad tricks up the sleeve. Wear boxes so my can breathe. Breeze through in the Q45 by my side. Lyrical high. And those that brushes my clutches get put on crutches. Get smoked like touches from the master. Hate to blast ya, but I have to. You see, I smoke a lot. Your life is played out like Kwame. And the fucking polka dots who rock the spot. Biggie, you know how the hero, unbelievable.
Now turn the mics up. Turn the mics up. Yeah, the beat is knocking. Leave that mic up though. Turn that. What? Turn up louder. Yeah. Who shot you? Separate the weak from the opsa. Leap hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on again. Stop all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, shaking the concrete. Then the sun stop when I fall the clock. Neighbors call the cops as they heard mad shots. Saw me in the drop. 3 in the morning. Hot, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators, my Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. If the head right, Biggie there every night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls want to us, wanna do us. Screw us, who us? Yeah, Papa and Pump. Close like Starsky and Hutch. Stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace. Keep my peace. Cubans with the Jesus peace. With my peace. Packing, asking who want it. You got it, nigga flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they're broken, you're so fake. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
When the la-la hits your lyrics, just picture head so hard that your hat can't fit ya. Either I'm with ya or against ya. Format bent ya. Back through that maze I sent ya. Talking to the rap inventor. Nigga with the game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting head for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather, women, and the weed. Sticky green, no seats, bitch, please. Papa ain't soft, dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost, got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up. Mad cause I got my dick sucked and my balls licked.
You're rocking with the best. DJ Storm, Norm, the General.
U.S., you just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going. I was a era since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby brother on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause Brooklyn is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and bucking at brothers like I was duck hunting. Coming out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is go on and on and on and don't take them to the crib unless they born in. Easy, call them on the phone and platinum Chanel cologne and I stay dressed to impress. Spark just gives interest. Sex is all I expect as they watch TV in the Lex. They know. 4:15, left the club tipsy. Say no more, except how I'm getting home tomorrow. Caesar drop it off when he see it for I eat. Back in my mind, I hope she loves it. Man, she spilled the drink from my cream wallows. Reach the gate, hungry just ate. Griffin, she got to be to work by 8. This must mean she ain't trying to wait. Conversate, sex on the first date. I state, you know what you do to me. She starts off, but I don't usually. Then I edit the no doubt. Step out, show me what you wanna. Another day in the ghetto. One look outside and I'm already upset, yo. It look about 102. It's a Saturday and Biggie ain't got nothing to do. I'm interrupted by a phone ring. Sometimes I wish I never got the mother thing. Hello, can I speak to Biggie? Yo, who this? Tanisha, your call back, I'm busy. Why don't you hit me on the box a little later? Washed up, got dressed, hits the elevator. Steps out, it's the same old scene. Dope fiend, crack fiend, eyewitness news team. I seen the honey with the butt looking butter soft. I know she look better with the clothes up off. Sitting on sticks with the ruby red lipstick. That's the one I got to get with. Can I get with ya? 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 Why you wanna get with me? Cause I got a big BET.
No motherfucker, get this nigga next door up out of here. That nigga be snoring all night. I can't sleep. And call that big butt nurse with the long hair to come suck my dick. Come on. The doctor said I need about 3 weeks of recovery. But the nurses is loving me, saying the best part of the day is my half. Feeding me breakfast and giving me a sponge bath. Niggas say I died dead in the streets. Nigga, I'm getting high, getting head on the beach. Chillin', sitting on about $500,000.
Rest in peace, B.I.G.
All my guns, all my women.
Can never be another like him.
See about $1 billion. All for the love of drug dealer. Got no love for the other side.
And that's a fact.
Sean.
Yes, second said Shine.
You're rocking with the best.
Moment
DJ
tonight.
Storm, Norm, the General.
I ain't beefing or nothing. This is all night.
I did hear a young Christopher Wallace Jr. is kind of nice. I heard he's kind of taking after his son. Yeah.
He can run. Oh, wow.
I think so. I just seen something the other week about that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely rest in peace, B.I.G. Great one taken way too early, man.
You get a chance to watch the documentary. I got a story to tell. Netflix.
Yes,
it's pretty good.
Absolutely.
No
I'm
doubt.
gonna check it out.
Didn't I think Bruce Willis sent us in another song, right?
Yeah.
You have it
he
over there.
Always, song? Yeah, he always rocks.
Yes,
Bruce
absolutely. That's
I like
that's
that.
long time fan.
Song
Political.
called Soldier of Love for Hip Hop.
Political. Now let's listen. See what I want to get back to, man, with hip hop. Period. And it's funny, man. I remember when Chill was rapping and Chill was in the studio. I was in the studio. I was rapping. You,
he was just there.
He was spitting them lyrics, man.
But nah, it always had something of substance.
Absolutely.
It meant something. We listened to lyrics back then. We rocked to the beat. We bopped our head to the beat, but we had lyrics. We had something to say.
Yes.
It's like a lot of times today, and I can't say this because I like some of the stuff.
Some guys are lyrical.
Yeah,
absolutely.
some of them I like, but then some of these cats have nothing to say.
Exactly.
Like
that's why I can't do some of it.
A whole album of nothing to say.
Yeah, exactly.
And I rock with the young cats, man, but I'm saying on some of it have nothing to say. If every bar in your verse got to be a cuss word or got to be nigga. That could be a whole song right there.
Yeah.
And they'll make it a whole song.
It's getting worse because you can't even understand something.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying,
song,
put
you don't even know what he's
put
saying.
something of substance in there. That's all.
Knock your legs off.
Well, this is what you gotta remember. You gotta remember, just like when we were younger, we had a cryptic language that our parents didn't understand. Like they understand that. That's
and they do.
I wish we could find that song. The song
we don't understand.
Dope.
Young people's ears are different. They can keep up.
We
with
got old school hip hop ears now.
Yes,
we do.
Trust me, the younger generation, they'll tell you exactly what they're saying.
The song is called
Beatbox
Spot Him. Beatbox by Spot Him Got Him.
Yo,
and we're gonna start premiering more younger music on it. We're gonna balance it out. We're gonna balance it out. Okay. We're gonna have some of the stuff that we might listen to and go.
I thank you, Ghost. You years ago you told me how to be ratchet, and I've learned ratchet music is dope. Some of it's dope.
When y'all see me put my hat down like this, you know it's one of them.
So let's listen to this song sent to us by Bruce Willis. It's called Soldier of Love, and he's always listen to his lyrics. Every time he sends us stuff, it's lyrical. Let's listen to the lyrics. Let's see what he's talking about. And if he's still,
I'm gonna listen right now. I'm gonna be official with it.
And if he's still with us, or listening to the show, call in or pop into the Zoom, man. I want people to see you, bruh. Pop into the Zoom. And let people see you, bruh. All right? Let's play your song, Soldier of Love. And listeners and everybody on YouTube and Mixcloud, wherever you on, let us know what you think about what he has to say.
I've lost the use of my heart.
Refuse to lose my love for this art.
I'm still alive.
I will survive and spit hot shit till the day I die. Top contender, your pop's venom mentor, not your common vendor. Entered left of center, sent to sever measures with clever metaphors. Bent mental levers, vent on many floors. Exhausting, proceed with caution, I'm coughing, causing applauding. Rebel without pausing, you're like my offspring, so I'm offering. It's like my calling, this my next installment. Clawing, all in, can't scratch the surface. Can't match my purpose, sit back, observe this. Click clack, you heard it, this track is murder. Like vegans eating burgers, I'm your server. A cold soldier, emboldened but older. Still holding boulders on shoulders, ready to throw ya. MTV raps, still got my back. Believe me when you see me on one knee like Cap. My anatomy is actually committed like that. Now QAnon, stewing on me being gone.
I'm still alive.
And when I die, I'll keep spitting shit from the other side. Raw vocalist, soul flow, controlling this, call me mofo. Y'all know the soloist, poking holes and shit, broken nose you get. Most get froze and strike a pose like voguing it. All drama, call Madonna in pajamas, falling saunas in Bahamas, chill like Dalai Lama, the tragic hero, lyrical De Niro, savage cabbage, tip of the spear flow.
I'm a soldier of love
for hip hop, yeah.
Every day and night,
and I won't stop, and I can't stop.
I'm a soldier of love
for hip hop, yeah.
All the days of my life,
and I won't stop, and I can't stop. Bruce Willis, COVID flow. Let's go. I'm out.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like the Sade sample. I just hope we cleared that.
Dope. Hope with the scope. I can cope.
He ain't clear that. He want all the smoke. He like Tommy Egan from Power. He want all the smoke. Bring him all the smoke.
Dope track.
She about
dope
due for an album.
anthem.
She ain't dropped in about 15 years.
He might sneak
Helen?
that bar.
Yeah, she about due. She do it like every 10
Helen
years.
coming after you, bruh. Helen is coming for you. Trust me.
She might retire for good. Man.
But
I like that one.
That was cool. I like
was
that.
cool.
I definitely like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you rhyme, at least have something to say, man. Have something to say. Again, clap it up for Bruce Willis.
Yes. And unsigned artists, y'all get back to sending your music also. We're gonna be playing y'all joints every week if y'all send them in. We're sending it to you, right, Ghost?
Yeah, it's scrolling right across the top of the screen.
Yes,
the Ghost BKS1@gmail.com.
Yeah, so if you want to get your unsigned shine here, WBKS1.com live in the Cipher, send in your music. That's all we doing.
We got the Zoom open now, so you can come on and spit your hot 16 right on the Zoom, so people can see you and hear you and rate your music and everything. We are back. We officially are back. Yeah. So you're gonna see a lot more promo and everything. This was a surprise sneak attack for some of y'all.
Yeah.
You know, us coming on today, but we are back.
Absolutely.
I'm back. Man Cave Show will be back. A lot of new shows too coming on BKFM Radio. Shout out to all the shows at the station and everything there. Yes. But again, man, I'm just real concerned. Again, that's why we was talking about this earlier about this cancel culture, man. Because everybody, you can get canceled just for nothing. And I think somebody said it now. It's like, even when I want a female's opinion on this. Like, what do y'all really feel about guys flirting with you now? Like, is it to a point to where if a guy at your job gives you an inkling that he kind of likes you, and if he asks you out, are you taking that as sexual harassment, or are you being harassed? Yeah. If he asks you out and
I think women are. I think things should just change so much with women. I think women are real strange right now. Like I see on social media sometime now, like women are even up. Yeah, don't tell me I'm cute or that. Like women don't want to be complimented. They don't want to be treated like a woman. They don't want to. It's like they have changed. So I'm so glad that I'm not in the dating pool. Like I'm glad
that's one. Yes,
my wife.
I'm rocking with you.
I mean, man, it is like brutal out here now. It's like you don't know what to do. Like you're thinking you're doing the right thing, and they look at you sideways like you crazy. Like
you got to really be able to read the room now as a guy.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect way to say it.
And it's the way you do it. And now, like I said, in corporate America, we always go through these trainings every year. One time is not sexual harassment. You can tell somebody they look nice one time, but if they tell you that they don't like exactly. Comment,
and that's it.
Then you stop.
Yes.
If you
continue,
you continue to keep making comments or keep trying to pressure them.
Yeah.
Then it goes over to harassment. But they can't just say one time you say, "Oh, you look kind of nice. You look nice today." They can't run and say, "Oh, that's sexual harassment," because you have making one comment is not harassment.
Technically, they can. It shouldn't be.
It ain't going nowhere with it.
But technically, yeah.
Yeah, one
time.
Saying
you look nice one time. Touching is a whole different story.
Yeah.
Touching,
you
can't touch anybody. No. Like that's like you really better know how to read the room and make sure y'all have that type of friendship or relationship that you can.
But do
and
you
I don't mean to touch somebody in a sexual way.
No, just mean like this.
Hand
like,
on somebody.
So and you know what? And I'm bad with that. Like I talk with my hands. If somebody, I'm like, you know what? Like I'm horrible with that. Like, really bad.
You really got to learn to read the room.
Yeah. Is women held accountable, and not only women, but I'm going to say men, accountable with how you dress at the workplace?
What do you mean?
Is there any rules against showing skirts?
Most jobs have a
dress
code. Like I have a dress code at my job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're violating the dress code,
if you're showing thigh, if a woman wears a dress and she's showing some thigh at work, again, it depends on what the guidelines is at the job, what the code is at the job. But if they ain't got no guideline, it is what it is.
Yeah. But most jobs they have have a dress code
because of.
So if a woman has big breasts and you're seeing more cleavage in a tight bra, like, and I go there and I say, wow, you look really nice.
Hey queen, how you doing today?
You had to really.
I ain't your queen.
I'm about to say that. You can't even say that.
I ain't your queen.
That's true.
Say
that's
that.
True.
Yo,
that is true.
Yo, they are weird as hell right now. I be seeing I be like feeling sorry for some of these
dudes. Hey, sweetie, you need help with that back, sweetie?
Don't call me no sweetie.
I ain't your sweetie, whatever.
Is that partially our fault as men
crazy,
sometimes?
Man.
Because there's a lot of bullshit.
I don't know, dude.
With us,
I'm really. I don't know. I'm lost. I have no clue whose fault it is.
Because right now there's so many independent women. They missing out on good men, but the truth is there's a lot of, I hate to say it, fellas, there's a lot of sorry dick rolls out here.
Yo, I'm going to keep it 100, you stupid. In 2040, I think it's just all going to be virtual headsets. You type in what type of girl you like, or for some dudes, what type of man you like, whatever. You just type it in, whatever it comes up right in your virtual headset.
Like a Demolition Man.
Yeah, and you having sex through your virtual headset.
And
oh no, by 2040, yeah.
In 2040, P's great nephew or grandson gonna be looking at feet over the.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of feet on the headset. It's a whole bunch of feet, and some chick moving their toes like this.
Whatever.
Ain't gonna be no peep shows. It's gonna be feet shows.
Yo, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
They weird, man. Like I said,
crazy.
I'm glad I am not in that pool at all. I'm not mad.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It makes you worry, man. And listen, I am afraid of hip hop. I've said this before. Not afraid of hip hop. Afraid for hip hop because there's some dope artists, man. There is some good young artists, but they so focused on the different things.
Yeah,
it's insane. Like, and y'all remember, I came to the show before talking about Casanova. Look at the trouble he got into. And it don't matter whether you're a real thug, a fake thug, or whatever. Why?
The problem is social media. Like the reason, and I hate to say this, but the reason that these things happen is because of social media. Because everything is instantaneous. Something can happen here in Plainfield, and they could know in California within minutes. It's just like that. That's the problem. Like things are too microwavable. People find out stuff too much. So because of social media and so much information out there so quickly, people I don't think they know how to react. They don't have time to react, so they just react. So it's like nobody, especially this younger generation, nobody wants to look like a punk or, that they're not tough or they're not hard or thorough. So everybody's trying to be this thug. And it's okay. It's okay not to be a thug. It's okay to be a regular guy or a regular girl. Everybody don't have to be a thug.
Like real
all
talk.
this young generation, like I said, this what you said about artists. You're scared. We got to be scared because every time there's a new artist out that's kind of hot, what's been happening to them? They're winding up getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's in itself is killing hip hop literally. Like when you ever get a hot artist now. Something happened. They get in a beef and they wind up dead.
It's funny you said that, man, because I was thinking about how big Pop Smoke would have been.
Pop Smoke would have been huge.
And he got that movie coming out.
You got a movie coming out?
Oh, yeah. It's a basketball. It's an Asian basketball player, and he's the black basketball player. I was stunned.
It was completed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. We got to Google it. Just for Pop Smoke movie.
Yeah.
I want to go see it.
It's a stream. It's a stream, right?
It's kind of like a definitely. It definitely.
Probably
is.
Now it's probably going to definitely be either way, but yes.
It's something in the all the rim. It's a basketball, high school basketball thing, basically
called Boogie.
Boogie. That's it.
Damn, man.
That's it.
Yeah. So just it's horrible. It's like
it's crazy.
They can't and that, it goes back to what you're saying before. Like you have to make a decision on what you want to do. Do you want to be an artist? Or do you want to be a gangster? Because you can't be both.
Yeah, it don't work, man.
It doesn't
don't
work.
Eventually, like
it's gonna catch
up. Like Tekashi, right? All the records, all the music though he sold, all the streams he got.
Yeah.
If he would have just said, okay, this is my focus now. This whole life, colors and this and gangs and associations and affiliations, I'm done with. I just want to just make my music now, go on stage and world tours. Shows, get endorsements, possibly make movies, whatever the case may be. Now it's like forever you're labeled as this, you're labeled as that. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch your back constantly now, 24/7.
Yeah.
And who wants to live like that, man?
Exactly.
Again, people, please, if you get into this music game, make a choice. You really want to do the music, and you really about that music, do that music, man. Leave all the other nonsense alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm rooting hard for
Change
Bobby.
your circle.
I'm rooting hard for Bobby Shmurda. I hope he got out, and I hope he sticks to his guns. Okay. Yeah, he's out right now, and like y'all was saying, the media got an eye on him. Of course. And they waiting for him to F
up. Just like Kodak Black saying he got pardoned. Like I hate to say what I said. I'm like he'll be back. Like just unless he really learned a lesson while he was in there. I hate to say, but he'll be back.
But think about it right now.
His movie's in theaters.
It is in theaters?
It's in theaters. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not streaming. Okay.
And the crazy thing about it, I was having this debate with somebody on a hip hop page on Facebook. They were saying something about such and such. If such and such is the king of New York, who's the queens and blah 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 and whatever. And I was like, well, right now, if you really look at it, females is running the airwaves.
Yeah, hip hop.
Think about it in hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a minute. Females is running the airways right now.
Absolutely.
Cardi B, Megan is killing it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's basically all you're gonna hear. One of their
Well, you
two
can't even
songs.
really say Cardi. Right now, it's Megan.
Killing it.
Yeah.
It's killing it.
Cardi got that song up. That's still
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
And
That's
I'm
still
up
going on.
when I'm up when
Yeah.
I'm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
song crazy.
Yeah. So she killing it with that, but you got two females that's ruling the airways right now, and there was a lot of people hating. You can say what you want. Megan doing the damn thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Megan is on Instagram chatting with Maxine Waters. You know what I'm saying? And dignitaries and all of that. She's on SNL already. She's doing, you know what I'm saying? She got merch already.
Yeah.
Whatever. 20 million views soon as her video drops.
But see, that's
Storm, I'm gonna go one further. Real quick. This is a quick point.
That's the mine is 2 seconds.
All right.
I was gonna say that is the problem, that we have such haters. People don't like to see us make it. People don't like to see somebody that they know or somebody that looks like them make it. Like, they gotta destroy them. I'm sorry, Joe.
Just real quick, it's women empowerment. I hate to say it. It's not, and it's no offense to the ladies out there. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, black women and everything. But as a whole, we are seeing women step to the front, and it's amazing to me how the shift is coming and taking place, and it's getting to the point where and it's nothing against women. Let me pref by saying that. But it's amazing how the shift is being changed in the workplace, in rap music, in song. Everything is women empowerment, and that's good.
Yeah.
So don't forget us out here. That's all
We're forgotten.
We've been forgotten.
We're forgotten, bro. Women got every
All
type
kind
of
of
support
support,
system
absolutely.
in the world, and it's like it's not saying it's a bad thing, but at some point. You got to get back to the inclusion and including the men, because
we can shake it off.
You can't totally fix the problems and the dynamics that men and women have with each other unless a man's involved.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna fix it by. It's just always a group of women. You know, you got to have some type of inclusion.
Yeah.
So when I see these women's conferences now, I cheer them on. But then now after that, have a man and woman conference.
Yeah.
For the
Don't
men and
empower
women.
yourself so much that you forget about the other race.
Well, you see, they got power
gender.
tools for them. It's gonna get to the point they ain't gonna need us no more at all.
Oh, we ain't gonna need them. We got the headsets, man, with the feet. We got the headsets, like Chill said, the virtual thing. Yeah. Listen, man, it's been great.
Definitely.
It's been great, man.
Good night back.
This was my virgin show after my first surgery ever, being cut open ever.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I've never had surgery, thank God.
I'm at 80. I realized the other day I'm at 80%. I thought I was at 90-something% until I tried something.
Yeah, stop trying.
Let me just ask this one thing.
It's gonna take time.
You have to obviously. Did you have to now adjust your diet and things that you do, or you can continue to eat pretty much the way you
What I realized, I can't drink like I used to. That's one. What I realized. I can't just do what I want to with my body like I used to, as far as sleep, how I used to, all that, until this thing totally heals.
Okay.
And I have to get used to a foreign substance being implanted in my body, because I could feel it, and it's a weird feeling, right? You know what I'm saying?
Feel it, really?
Yeah, I actually could feel it. You know what I'm saying? When I make some, I'm like, and I don't like that. So it's like when I go to talk to the surgeon again, whatever, I'm like, what is that? Is this going to be
natural? Yeah.
Is that how it's going to be?
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing I don't like about it. But I do feel the difference as far as I do feel as though the surgery did make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, with certain things I do in movements, and I could tell once it strengthens,
you'll be better.
Once it takes, I'll be able to back to my old self again and doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
All right, and then one last note I want to say, y'all, the COVID is still out here. Just don't be reckless. Yeah. Listen, man, the question is, are you going to take it or not? Whether you decide to take the vaccine or don't, that's your personal choice, your personal opinion. But whatever you do, still recognize that it's still here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's still here. So prayers go out to people that have lost people. Prayers go out to people that are currently sick. And prayers just go out, period, to anybody who need it, no matter what it is, because this time the world is crazy now, man. Nothing surprises me no more, and I ended on that.
Yo, and shout out to I'm gonna say I gotta say this, man, because like there are people that actually believe that when Biden got elected, that whole bunch of black men was gonna start getting locked up immediately. There are people that actually said that.
Wow.
That he's not gonna do nothing for us. We ain't getting the stimulus check. It was all lies. It was this and that. Whatever. Did anybody actually read the stimulus package?
No, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie.
Like 5,000.
All right. So it's deeper than that little 1,400, right? Do you know he put a provision in there for all the black farmers that lost their land against discrimination, whatever, that they got X amount of benefits and they'll pay for the land, pay for expenses, all that, whatever, for all the black farmers that lost their land and their agriculture, this and that, whatever. Like, they put a provision in there for black farmers across the country.
Yeah, definitely.
But see, we don't talk about that because we focused on if I make less than such and such, I get my 1,400, and if I got 7 kids,
I'm rich.
I get. Yo, they saying 3,600 for each. I thought it was 1,400. No, it's 3,600 for each
child. Yeah.
Yo, me and Sandy about to get busy tonight.
I know some deadbeat parents who going
to under 16
have a lot of money to blow on not their kids, unfortunately. But on that note, like everybody said, chill. Everybody, y'all stay safe out there. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same time, 9:30 to 11:30, live
back
in the Cipher, WBKS1.com. Hip Hop Wednesdays, we here, y'all. Make sure y'all send that music in.
We want more music.
Yes. The Ghost, BKS1@gmail.com, y'all. And on that note, we out.
Take your legs off.
Peace. Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like... You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats. When it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher! Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1Radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring the alarm. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip-hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh! Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net. Live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real. Ladies love Smooth P. Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.